Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the First United Bank Center in Canyon, Texas, as the West Texas A&M Lady Buffs open the home portion of their 2022-23 season by hosting the Southwestern Oklahoma State Bulldogs. The Bulldogs out of the Great American Conference. The Lady Buffs, of course, Lone Star Conference regular season and tournament champions last year. They advanced to the Elite Eight for the first time in 7 years in their first season under the direction of head coach Josh Prock. The Lady Buffs opened the year ranked 6th in the WBCA preseason poll. They bring a 4-0 record into this afternoon's game as they opened the season. Well, we apologize for those technical difficulties. The 6th-ranked Lady Buffs bring a 4-0 record into this afternoon's game.
It's got the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of, and now it's here. First Financial Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly, local approval. It's service that just comes naturally to us, much like a love of tradition comes naturally to you. First Financial Bank, you first. Member FDIC.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game.
State and Nebraska Kearney then earned 2 regional wins this past weekend over Colorado Mesa and South Dakota Mines. Of course, last year in their first year under the direction of head coach Josh Prock, they were Lone Star Conference champions, Lone Star Conference tournament champions, and advanced to the quarterfinals of the Elite Eight. The Bulldogs out of Weatherford, Oklahoma, are going through a transitional phase as the offseason saw longtime head coach Kelsey Music accept the head coaching position at Oral Roberts. The Bulldogs are also without their 2 leading scorers from a year ago, those being Makaira Tramble and Lauren Ramey. Those 2 individuals accounted for 33 points a game. Jeff Zinn, who was previously on the staff at Oral Roberts and is a longtime high school coach, has taken over the Bulldog program. They opened the season 0-2 with losses to Washburn by a 71-55 count and against Pitt State by a 69-66 count. We mentioned the Lady Buffs at 4-0, and it is an experienced team. They return 4 starters from a year ago in guards Carly Motzenbacher and Zam Roberts. They also return Lauren Taylor and Jayla Burgess to the starting lineup. And tonight, this afternoon rather, we have a transfer. Another one of the Eastern New Mexico transfers who previously had played for Josh Prock, Kamara Decker, will make her first start of the season at the post position. These Lady Buffs are experienced, they're talented, and they have height. They've got 5'10" Holly Statler at a guard. They've got 6'4" Nylam Thabach at a post position. Nylam will not be suited up last night as she's taking a precautionary day off with a leg injury. Decker stands 6'2", and Burgess is 6'2". So 3 players 6'2" or taller, and 4 players 6 foot or taller. Southwest Oklahoma State, well, they have 2 names which you'll be familiar with by the end of the game, that being Avery Zinn and Lainey Zinn. They are the freshman and sophomore daughters of head coach Jeff Zinn. They also return the Gore sisters, who we remember a year ago, hard slashers to the bucket and very tenacious defenders. Macy Gore is a junior from Sealing, Oklahoma. Her sister, Carly Gore, is also a junior guard. Macy in the starting lineup, Carly coming off the bench. We'll have more of our starting lineup, and we'll set the starting lineups after this timeout. You're watching Lady Buff Basketball on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. We'll take a little more in-depth look here at the Lady Buffs and what they did their opening weekends. As we mentioned, they went to the D2 Collegiate Coaches Association tournament and won 2 games right off the bat, those against third-ranked Fort Hays State and Nebraska Kearney. And then last weekend they went up to South Dakota School of Mines up in Rapid City and defeated Colorado Mesa and South Dakota Mines up there. In those games, Nylam Thabach and Carly Motzenberger led the way for the Lady Buffs as each scored 19 points against the Hard Rockers of South Dakota Mines. Thabach went 9 of 11 from the floor with 6 rebounds, and Motzenbacher finished the game 7 of 10 from the floor. For Southwest Oklahoma State, they opened the season last week with losses to Washburn and Pitt State. Macy Gores, the leading returning scorer from the Bulldogs, she finished last season shooting 38% from the floor, including going 59 of 159 from three-point range, averaging 11.2 points a game. She also had 155 rebounds, 129 assists, and 61 steals. The Bulldogs a year ago finished at 29-5. They were 20-2 in the Great American Conference, claimed the GAC tournament championship, and then lost to eventual regional champion Mid-Missouri Western State in the regional quarterfinals. Now our national anthem. Now let's meet the starting lineup for this afternoon's contest. First, our visitors from Weatherford, Oklahoma, the Southwestern Oklahoma State Bulldogs. They're 0-2 in the early season in their first season under head coach Jeff Zinn. At one guard, be a 5'8 junior from Plano, Texas, Morgan Smith. Smith averages 17.5 points, 5.5 rebounds. At another guard, Avery Zinn, daughter of head coach Jeff Zinn. She's a 5'3 junior from Anadarko, Oklahoma, averaging 10.5 points, 3.5 rebounds. The third guard, Lainey Zinn, the other daughter of head coach Jeff Zinn. Lainey's a 5'8 sophomore from Anadarko, Oklahoma, averaging 4.5 points, 2.5 rebounds. The fourth guard is Macy Gore. She's a 5'7 junior from Sealing, Oklahoma, averaging 9 points, 3.5 rebounds. Last week against Pitt State, she had 19 points and 9 boards. Rounding out the starting five for the Bulldogs, Shamika Smith, a 6-foot sophomore from Norman, Oklahoma. Smith averages 3.5 points, 7.5 rebounds. She had 9 boards last weekend against Pittsburgh State. For the Lady Buffs, they're ranked 6th in the preseason WBCA coaches poll. They come in at 4-0 in their second season under head coach Josh Kroc. They'll start at one guard, Zamri Roberts, 5'7 junior from Portales, New Mexico. Zam averages 10.3 points, 3.8 rebounds. The second guard, Carly Motzenbacher, 5'8 junior from Moorhead, Minnesota. Carly averages a team high 17.5 points, 7.8 rebounds. She was 3 of 6 on three-pointers last weekend. Lauren Taylor's the third guard, a 5'10 senior from Collierville, Tennessee. Taylor averages 5.8 points, 4 rebounds a game. The forward, Jayla Burgess, a 6'2 sophomore from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Jayla is averaging 2.3 points, 4.3 rebounds. She's had 8 rebounds and 2 blocks against Fort Hays State in the opening weekend and tallied 4 points last Saturday night against South Dakota Mines. Rounding out the starting five for the Lady Buffs, Kamira Decker, 6'2 senior from Elk Grove, California. Decker's a transfer from Eastern New Mexico University, currently pursuing her master's in professional accounting here at WT. She averages 5.5 points, 3 rebounds a game. In the season opener against Fort Hays, she scored 10 points to go with 6 rebounds and 3 assists. So there's our starting lineup for the game tonight. Our officials, Randall Arbuckle, Johnny Atwood, and Chet Martin.
Randall Arbuckle, Johnny Atwood, and Chet Martin.
As the teams make their way to center court,
It's a proud tradition here at WT.
I'd like to welcome everybody on board for the onset of Lady Buff and Buffalo basketball here on the Lone Star Digital Network. I'm Kent Johnson bringing you this afternoon's game along with our Thunder Vision crew. It's going to be Shamika Smith jumping center for the Bulldogs. Jayla Burgess for the Lady Buffs will be going from left to right here in the first half. Burgess wins the tip, tosses it back to Roberts. Lady Buffs in the white Under Armour uniforms with Lady Buffs and the numerals in maroon on the front. Mid-range jumper by Roberts is no good, but there's Decker with the rebound and the putback. Lady Buffs take an early 2-0 lead. Southwestern Oklahoma State wearing the dark navy blue with the light blue trim. SWASU across the chest, as well as the numerals in light blue outlined in white. A miss by Gore, the outlet to Taylor, who forces one up. I believe a Bulldog got a hand on that basketball and slightly off the mark. 2-0, early going, Lady Buffs leading first minute of the ball game. And there's Carly Decker making something happen defensively, forcing a travel. Decker is a guard. At least that's what it says on the roster, but she will play all over the court, and more likely than not, she will be the leading rebounder. Here's Taylor. Cross court to Roberts. Roberts drives in, dishes out to Mossenbacher. Carly drives. Taylor, mid-range, got it. Nice ball movement by the Lady Buffs, who take a 4-0 lead. In the paint, Zen. It's Avery Zen goes up, but she's going to draw the foul. I believe Kamira Decker got the hand. Nope, they're going to say this is on Zam Roberts. It's her first, team's first. Shooting foul. Avery Zen shooting twice. She's 0-1 on the season. Knocks down the first. Misses the second. Offensive board by the Bulldogs, and it's stolen away. Lauren Taylor took that ball away from Morgan Smith. Here's Taylor on the wing. Open three. No good. Motzenbacher with the putback. 6-1 Lady Buffs, 2 minutes into the contest. Here's Gore, kicks it outside to Zen. Her three, nothing but net. All 4 Southwestern Oklahoma State points coming from Avery Zen in the early going. Quickly a 3-on-2 for the Lady Buffs. Taylor to Roberts from 17 off the back of the iron. Motzenbacher with the rebound. She comes down across the back of Macy Gore, who's going to be called for the block. Substitution for the Lady Buffs, a familiar name for Lady Buff fans. Braylon Dollar into the lineup. Braylon transferred to Sam Houston State, played last season, came back home to WT this year. Has it from 8 off the back of the iron. No, gets her own rebound and the putback. 4 players with field goals for the Lady Buffs, who have an 8-4 lead, 7.5 to go here in the first. Missed down low, rebounded by Decker. Outlet to Motzenbacher. Drives in to Dollar for the lay-in and the foul. Swasu foul goes against Macy Gore. That's her second. The Bulldogs' second. Dollar to the line. She's 6 of 11 thus far. Make it 6 of 12 now as she misses the opportunity. 10-4 West Texas A&M. 7:20 to play in the first quarter. Zen looks for Addison Wilson, who's checked in the lineup for the Bulldogs. Jemiah Johnson coming off the bench as well. Johnson, a 6-foot sophomore from Allen, Texas. Wilson, a 5'10 sophomore from Omega, Oklahoma. Here's Gore up top to Smith. Zen gets around Roberts. Kicks it outside to Wilson. Wilson doubles back. Shot was altered by Decker, and it's a shot clock violation as the Lady Buff defense clamps down on the Bulldogs, forces a turnover. Roberts. Decker thought about it. Now backs in. Finds Taylor in the paint. Comes up short, but Decker with the bucket after the rebound. Kamira Decker with good positioning and hustle. Quickly at the other end. Gore with the miss. Lady Buffs with the rebound. Roberts tripped from behind. No foul. Roberts feeds Dollar, who goes up hard, and it's going to be a jump ball. Should be Southwest Oklahoma State's basketball since the Lady Buffs got the opening tip. 12-4, WT leads, 6:18 to play. First quarter here at the First United Bank Center. Kent Johnson and our Thunder Vision crew bringing you today's action. After this game, Lady Buff volleyball up in Denver, Colorado. Semifinals of the South Central Region Volleyball Championship. There's a shot contested by Burgess. Carson Dillard with the miss. And that's Holly Stadler that gets the rebound for the Lady Buffs. Gets it to Zam Roberts. And Zan was forced out of bounds. Holly Stadler, freshman from tiny Hooker, Oklahoma. 5'10 freshman, averages 3.5 points, 1.5 rebounds. Bulldogs basketball on the sideline. There's a long three put up and missed by the Bulldogs. Avery Zinn with the shot. Lady Buffs quickly the other way. Motzenbacher drives and draws the foul. Faith Laughlin, 5'5 junior from Cyril, Oklahoma, with the foul, her first. Team's third. And that'll send Carly Motzenbacher to the line, shooting twice. She has been to the line 30 times in the first 4 games of the season, knocking down 21 of them. Now make it 22 as she makes the first. Misses the second. Ball loose on the floor. Motzenbacher fighting Laughlin for it, and it'll be a jump ball. Lady Buffs basketball. Some early season floor burns for both Motzenbacher and Laughlin on that play. Lady Buffs basketball on alternate possessions. Stadler to inbound. Gets it into Dollar. Dribbles up top, goes left wing to Kyla Kane. Kane, a freshman from Wellington. Gets it to Motzenbacher. Carly drives, pulls up, off the glass, no. Rebound loose, comes down to the Bulldogs. Johnson with the rebound. Outlet to Laney Zinn. Kicks it back to Avery Zinn. Zinn drives baseline, gets by Stadler, pulls up and makes the shot. All 6 SWOSU points courtesy of Avery Zinn. Here Stadler picks up her dribble, finds Burgess. Back out to Stadler, up top to Motzenbacher. Carly drives, dishes outside to Stadler. 4-3 and it's short. Had the mark, but not the distance. And on the rebound, Laney's in, corrals the ball, steps out of bounds. So it'll be the Lady Buffs basketball when we return from this timeout. 4:37 to play in the first. WT leads 13-6. You're watching West Texas A&M basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
It's time for the
WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go Buffs!
The best tailgates start with the best beef, and the best beef starts with Market Street. Market Street, where we do beef the best.
Early going finds the Lady Buffs shooting 46% from the floor, 33% for the Bulldogs. Lady Buffs knocked down 1 of 3 from the line, 1 of 2 for Southwestern Oklahoma State. Lady Buffs pounding the boards hard. 10 rebounds, 6 on the offensive end. There's a turnover as Kyla Kane got tied up on the sideline. Can't pick up the basketball, and if you do, you need to get it moving. That's the 3rd turnover of the contest against the Lady Buffs. The Bulldogs with 2. There's a long-range 3 put up and missed by Carson Dillard. Rebound to the Lady Buffs at the other end. Coming down with the breakaway, Kyla Kane with the layup. She's averaging 4.5 points. Had 11 against Fort Hays, including 3 3-pointers. Another miss at the Southwestern Oklahoma State end of the floor. Kane had the ball deflected. Tried to find Burgess, was weak with the pass. Will go the other way, and the lay-in by Zinn. 8 points for the Bulldogs, 8 points by Avery Zinn. They trail the Lady Buffs by 7. Here's Dollar in the lane. Her pull-up, no good. Rebound to the blue-clad Bulldogs. Turning the corner, Laney's in. Little underhanded shovel. Gets it in. So the Zinn sisters have accounted for all 10 points for Southwestern Oklahoma State. Here's Kane for 3, no good. Rebound tracked down in the near corner by Laughlin. Crosses the timeline to Dillard. Near side, Laney's in for 3, no. Burgess with the rebound. Coach Prock saying, let's get going. Press the tempo. Motzenbacher up top to Burgess. Left wing to Dillard. Stadler drives, and we've got a blocking foul against Southwestern Oklahoma State. This will go against Carson Dillard. Her first, team's fourth. It'll be a shooting foul. Holly Stadler will go to the line shooting twice. Decker, Roberts, and Taylor return to the lineup for the Lady Buffs, along with Asia Hamir making her first appearance this afternoon. Hamir, a 5'8 sophomore from Albuquerque, averages 2 points a game, had 6 against Fort Hays, registered 2 steals last weekend against South Dakota Mines. Sherry Alder, number 20, into the game for Southwestern Oklahoma State, 5'11 freshman from Ephraim, Utah. As Stadler knocks down the first, pushes the Lady Buff lead back to 6. Got them both. (17-10), West Texas A&M leading Southwestern Oklahoma State. 2:26 to play here in the first quarter. Ball on the floor, controlled by West Texas. Here comes Stadler, ahead to Roberts. In the corner to Hamir. Started her dribble drive, put that foot behind her, and stepped on the line. Turnover charged against the Lady Buffs. Southwestern Oklahoma State can cut it to 5 with a bucket, 4 with a three-pointer. There's a shot put up. Lady Buffs thought they had the ball. Kamira Decker had it, and she was knocked to the ground, and it ended up going in the bucket. 2 points for Southwestern Oklahoma State, and it's 17-12. Credit that bucket to Charlie Adler. The Lady Buffs have found a cold stretch. Here's a drive by Gore. Spin. The ball sticks to the rim. Alternating possession goes to Southwestern Oklahoma State. Ball's retrieved from the rim, and the Bulldogs will inbound to the left of their bucket. Macy Gore gets it in to Avery Zinn. Zinn gets around Roberts and then puts up an air ball. Taylor with the rebound for the Lady Buffs. And the outlet to Roberts, who crosses midcourt. Puts it in the corner to Hamir. Lady Buffs reverse the court. Three-pointer near side. Stadler, no good. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulldogs. One minute exactly to play here in the first quarter. Lady Buffs up 5 by a 17-12 mark. Jumped out early and have maintained the lead throughout, but they are scoreless in their last 3-13. Burgess to Roberts. Her three's off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Smith. Outlet to Gore. This is Macy Gore. In the corner, three. Morgan Smith, no good. Nice block out by Kamira Decker, allowing Lauren Taylor to get under there and get the rebound. Decker controlled the space. Here's Hamir. Three, short. Rebound, controlled by the Lady Buffs. Hamir has it. She's going to drive in, spin move off the glass and in. 19-12 WT, 15 seconds to play in the first. They don't get back on defense and allow the easy lay-in. Coach Prock not happy with that one bit. Three at the buzzer by Decker goes out of bounds, and that'll conclude our first period of play with West Texas A&M holding a 19-14 lead. We'll take a timeout, come back with the second quarter of play. You're watching Lady Buff basketball on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
West is the comprehensive fundraising campaign designed to fuel WT 125 from the Panhandle to the world. We will strengthen WT's impact for the Panhandle region and beyond through a historic, comprehensive campaign raising $125 million by 2025. The campaign's three priorities: people, programs, and places. Now is the time to make a difference for current and future generations. One West.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. Lady Buffs leading the Bulldogs 19-14. Lady Buffs shooting 38 from the field, 8 of 21. Southwestern Oklahoma State 6 of 16 for 38%. Lady Buffs 0 of 6 from beyond the arc. The Bulldogs 1 of 6. Neither team particularly hot from the line. 3 of 5 for the Lady Buffs, 1 of 2 from the Bulldogs. The Lady Buffs out-rebounding the Dogs 17-9. Here's an inlet pass to Burgess. Gets it to Taylor, cutting in from the opposite side. Lauren Taylor, her second field goal. Lady Buffs up 7 at 21-14. Missed layup by Zen. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by West Texas. Dogs basketball, inbound in front of the WT bench across the court from our broadcast position. Laney's in, gets it underneath to Shamika Smith. Back out to Zen, drives in on Dollar. Her turnaround is good. Here's Motzenbacher on the wing for WT. Dollar on the elbow to Burgess. Her mid-range no good. Rebound comes down to the Bulldogs. There's a three-pointer left wing. Gore goes over the top of the backboard and out of bounds. After today's game, the Lady Buffs will have a full week to recover and prepare for their next game, which doesn't take place until a week Saturday, November 26th, when they host Oklahoma Panhandle State. It'll be a noon tip. The Buffaloes will take on Oklahoma Baptist that afternoon at 3 o'clock. Here's Roberts to Burgess on the baseline. Back to Roberts in the corner. Pull up, three, air ball. Braylon Dollar gets the basketball, is pushed down. Ball goes out of bounds, and they'll say it's the Lady Buffs basketball. Decker returns to the lineup, replacing Burgess. And the inbounds comes into Dollar. Gives it to Roberts with 3 on the shot clock. Roberts from the elbow off the glass, got the shot off, but couldn't get it to fall. Let's go the other way. Avery's in from 3 is short. Motzenbacher with the rebound. We'll quickly go the other way. In the corner, Roberts, 3, no good. Dollar with the rebound, push down, no foul, ball out of bounds, Lady Buffs basketball. So if there's any saving grace, it's that WT maintains possession, but why was nothing called as Dollar grabs the rebound and 2 Bulldogs take her to the floor? Holly Stadler returns to the lineup for the Lady Buffs, replacing Zam Roberts. Zam walking kind of gingerly on that left ankle. Now she gets to the bench and is in some obvious pain over there. Here's a miss. Bulldogs with the rebound. Underneath, Jemiah Johnson gets behind the Lady Buff defense and puts it in, and the Bulldogs have cut this Lady Buff lead to 3 points at 21-18. And now Motzenbacher loses possession. It's on the floor. Jump ball. Southwest Oklahoma State basketball. (21-18) our score. 7.5 to play here in the second quarter. Backdoor pass to Laughlin. She's tripped underneath. And they got Kamira Decker with her first personal foul, team's first of the quarter. Inbound to Macy Gore. She'll take that. She does. Rims out, no good. Went down and came back out. Motzenbacher with the rebound. Her third of the contest. To Decker. Feeds inside to Dollar, who's pulled down from behind, and that's Avery Zinn. Going to pick up her first personal. Team foul number 1 of the quarter against Southwestern Oklahoma State. Sloppy inbounds pass. Dollar couldn't control it. It was stolen, taken the length of the floor, and laid in by Morgan Smith. And we've got us a 1-point ball game. 21-20, Lady Buffs. Motzenbacher for 3. Too strong. Taylor deflects the rebound to Stadler. Feeds Dollar underneath, who is taken down hard. And we'll have a foul underneath against Southwestern Oklahoma State. This foul goes against Faith Laughlin, her second, the team's second. Non-shooting foul, Carly Motzenbacher to inbound to the right. The Lady Buffs basket. Here's Burgess, gives it to Motzenbacher. At the elbow, kicks back to Taylor. 10 on the shot clock. Stadler in the corner. Pump fake from the block. No good, but we've got a foul. Strong move by the freshman. Foul goes against Laney Zinn. Her first, team's third. Stadler at the line. She is 2 of 2. First shot's good. Got them both. Here's Gore. Drug her foot. Nope. They're going to call an offensive foul. They're going to say that Macy Gore did a hook as she was driving to the top of the key. For Gore, that We'll catch you up on the foul situation in a moment. Lady Buffs basketball leading by 3, and a charge called against Lauren Taylor. Her first, team second. Actually, that's going to go in Holly Stadler. She distributed the ball to Taylor and then ran into the SWOSU player. For Stadler, that's her first. There's a turnover. Lady Buffs by 3, 5:45 to play here in the second. Motzenbacher pull up, knocks it down. 5 for Motzenbacher. Lady Buffs lead back up to 5, 25-20. Here's Dillard. Gets a nice screen by Johnson. Drives in, blocked by Decker. Decker with the rebound. And she'll bring it up court herself. Right wing, wide open. Kane for 3. No, Taylor with the offensive board. That's one strength the Lady Buffs have exhibited today, and that is rebounding. Motzenbacher, soft pass intended for Decker, intercepted by Zinn. Kicks it back to her sister, Avery Zinn. Macy Gore feeds Johnson on the left side of the lane. Johnson with the easy lay-in, and we're back to a 3-point ball game. Lady Buffs 0 of 9 from behind the arc. Motzenbacher can't get the layup. Gets the rebound. Kicks it back out to Burgess. In the paint, off the glass, and in the bucket. Burgess, her first bucket of the game. Lady Buff lead back to 27-22. But not for long. Avery Zinn to the rack. 10 points for the junior from Anadarko, Oklahoma. 27-24 WT. Kane off the dribble, too strong. Rebound pulled down by Zinn. Outlet to Dillard. Her 3 no good, but Johnson there for the offensive board. Underneath to Macy Gore. Puts it over Motzenbacher and misses. Lady Buffs Taylor with the rebound. Outlet to Carly. She was looking for Burgess. There were 2 Bulldogs in the way, and it's a turnover. At the other end, Zinn for 3. Both teams starting to look tired here going up and down the court. 27-24, West Texas, 3:25 to play in the first half. Kane, nice move, can't get it to go. Rebound comes down to Southwestern Oklahoma State. And on the outlet, teammate isn't looking for the ball. Jeff Zinn, sensing impending doom, calls a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Lady Buffs lead by 3. You're watching West Texas A&M basketball on the LSC Digital Network. Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. 3:15 to play here in the first. Lady Buffs lead it 27-24. Both teams not exactly lighting it up from the floor. The Lady Buffs 11 of 33 for 33%. Bulldogs 11 of 29, 38%. The two teams are a combined 1 of 20 from three-point range, with the Bulldogs making the only three-pointer. They are 1 of 11. West Texas A&M 0 of 9. Lady Buffs 5 of 7 from the line, 1 of 2 for the Bulldogs. But the Lady Buffs with 10 turnovers in the first half. Here's a long 3, missed by Dillard, but the offensive board and the putback by Shamika Smith. Her first bucket of the game. And it makes it a 1-point ball game. 27-26, 2:50 to play in the second quarter. Taylor to Stadler. Inside to Dollar. Kicks it outside to Taylor. Hamir outside. 3, no good. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Underneath, Smith, turnaround, no. Dollar with the rebound. She'll take it up court herself. Lady Buffs have numbers. Here's Sienna Lenz, her first action of the day. Strong to the hole, and the foul.
Sienna Lenz in the foul. Foul number 12, Shamika Smith.
Sienna missed all of last season with a knee injury, suffered late in the preseason. She was so hopeful to get to play last year, and it never came about. Now she's getting her opportunity. She knocks down the free throw. She's got 3 points. Had 9 points to go with 3 boards against Colorado Mesa. She's averaging 4.5 on the year. She's got 3 this afternoon, and she gives the Lady Buffs a 4-point lead at 30-26. Lance, junior from Chilliwack, British Columbia. Here's Dillard on the wing to Smith. Back to Dillard, but stepping in and forcing the turnovers, Lenz to Dollar. In the corner to Stadler. Stadler with the spin. Back outside to Lenz. Stadler step back from 15, knocks it down. Holly Stadler has 5. Lady Buffs lead back up to 6 at 32-26. Here's Macy Gore, kicks it in the corner to Zen. Her 3, no good. Lentz with the rebound. She's going to take it herself, but coming in from behind is Macy Gore, knocking it out of bounds. Lady Buffs basketball to the left of their bucket. Just over a minute to play as Kamira Decker checks back in along with Asia Hamir. Motzenbacher returns. So it's Lentz, Decker, Motzenbacher, Stadler, and Hamir on the floor for the Lady Buffs. Here's Decker to Lentz. Inside of a minute to play, first half. Lentz tried to find Decker in the lane. It's picked off by the Bulldogs. Gore the other way, fouled by Lentz. It's going to be Sienna's first. Team foul number 3 against the Lady Buffs here in the second quarter. That'll send Macy Gore to the line. She is a perfect 4 of 4 on the young season. First shot's good. Coming up at the half, we'll recap the first half. We'll also have an interview as Bryce Sheets sat down with Assistant Athletic Director Thompson Mayberry to discuss his role in West Texas A&M athletics. Gore makes them both. Lady Buffs lead, cut to 4. 37 seconds to play here in the half. Here's a 3 by Hamir, no good. Lentz with the offensive rebound and a fresh 20. Lentz drives, cross court. Stadler is open and can't connect. Gets the rebound. 20 on the clock. Lentz for 3! It was going to happen sometime. Why not now? Lady Buffs bump their lead to 35-28 inside of 10 seconds to go in the half. Gore a long 3. Can't answer. Lentz with the rebound. Lentz a spark plug for the Lady Buffs in the final 2 minutes of the half. And we'll head to the locker room with West Texas A&M holding a 35-28 lead. We'll take a full timeout. When we come back, you'll have your halftime activities. You're watching West Texas A&M basketball on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
Energy is a glowing sphere of hot gas. It's an ocean of air. And at Excel Energy, we make it safe. It's why we train first responders. Help you identify where utility lines are buried. Sir, do not dig there. And it's why we study the flight paths of majestic golden eagles before we build a wind farm. Safer energy, people. It's all part of a carbon-free 2050. You, us, together.
Went for a onside kick. Landed on my knee pretty hard and ended up fracturing my femur. I ended up having to go back and have surgery. Even the day after I had surgery, I was back in the clinic here. It's nice to have people help me rehab at a caliber of what I'm used to feeling like I can do. One thing that I really liked was having access to the turf, because that's what I'm used to playing on. Now, I mean, it feels like nothing had ever happened. You have a choice of where you can go. This is one of the best places in Amarillo.
Since 1910, WT and the Department of Agricultural Sciences has provided high-quality education to the students of the Panhandle and beyond.
At WT, professors know me and are committed to my success.
If you want to get an ag industry job, WT is where you need to be.
I don't want just a job and a paycheck after graduation. I want a career where I can make a difference.
WT invested in my career. I intend to pay it forward.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family.
We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology. Innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shimon Dental Group for your appointment today.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center, where West Texas A&M's Lady Buffs hold a 35-28 halftime lead over Southwestern Oklahoma State University. The Bulldogs, led by Avery Zinn's 10 points. The Lady Buffs with balanced scoring across the sheet. We'll discuss the stats in a moment, but first, earlier this week, Bryce Sheets sat down with WT Associate Athletic Director for Corporate Relations, Thompson Mayberry, and here's what they had to say.
Thompson, come on in.
How you doing?
Good to see you. Have a chair.
Certainly, thank you.
We're being joined today by Thompson Mayberry, who is the Associate Athletic Director of Corporate Relations, which is a mouthful. So we're going to start right there. Tell me a little bit, when you're talking about corporate relations, obviously it's talking about corporations, but not just probably locally, it's probably all over the place.
Yeah, it's a regional base of about 36 counties that WT as a university traditionally has drawn students from, and those businesses participate in our athletic program. Not only that, I think one of the big reasons we brought the activity back in-house was to reach beyond that scope, to do more national businesses as well, because a lot of those national companies located in our regional base. So we feel that's the good avenue to go get some dollars for athletics as well.
So talk a little bit about that. When you're talking to companies, is it a broad conversation when I say that? I mean, are you talking about obviously trying to get some funding in support of athletics, but also are they companies that are looking for potential employees down the road too?
Exactly. A lot of our industry are agriculture related, so with our tremendous ag base here and at the university draws that crowd. A lot of our student athletes are ag majors, so it draws that from that. And I think that's one of the big reasons our push for regional and national growth in athletics is because, our students are athletes. It's really student athletes. Some of our athletes have the ability to go to the next level, but not always. when I played here and graduated, I was lucky to have a couple of guys play across from me and behind me that, I say I graduated and went to work, got a job. They graduated and went to the NFL. So a lot of those guys, some of those guys have the potential, but we're focused mainly on education because if you don't get the ability or that opportunity to go to the next level, WT offers a tremendous background in education. So when you graduate, you'll be on a good level to go find a great job. And a lot of our supporters and partners are looking for those students after they graduate to do that.
When you talk about the game day experience too, and I know you have a part in that as far as the companies themselves are concerned, you try to make that atmosphere extremely friendly and so they enjoy what's happening.
Yes, we do. We've got a marketing position that Cedric does. He's our fan engagement person and does a wonderful job with that. My job is to find some spots that we didn't have before within the stadium during game day. One of those big pushes that we've incorporated this year are just simple, but it's food trucks. So we have several food trucks inside the corridor. We've got 3 now. We'll have 4 at the next, if not the next game, the last game. So it's just increasing that fan engagement. More families that come out to participate, the more fun they have, the more chances they're going to go to not only a football game, but basketball and volleyball. So we want to expand that breadth of participation throughout.
When we talk about what you do, and I guess from a novice standpoint, from my standpoint, you understand that you're going to talk to local and regional businesses.
Certainly.
But when you say you talk about the national level a little bit, kind of explain how that works, because going out to those national companies, obviously sometimes they may have some students that are, or former students, I should say, they're employees, but more than not, they're wanting to be engaged in what's taking place.
Yeah, and the national part is, they may have X dollars set aside to do national commercials, or, but in that national base, we watch football every Sunday, but how many times do we watch a commercial? Here comes a commercial, we're up, going to the refrigerator, getting a drink or whatever it may be. Right. But when they participate locally with us at WT, they have an audience that's there, that's driven in those games to, they want to see what's on the board. They're not walking away. So, they may spend X amount of dollars nationally, but they could maybe spend a third of that just in our local market within WT Athletics and get more, so to speak, bang for your buck for that. So that's what we try to do is to grab those type of environments to participate with us. Yeah.
Our time today has been with Thompson Mayberry, the Associate Athletic Director for Corporate Relations, and obviously your goal is going to expand over the course of the next several months and years.
It certainly is.
It's got the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of, and now it's here. First Financial Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly, local approval. It's service that just comes naturally to us, much like a love of tradition comes naturally to you. First Financial Bank, you first. Member FDIC.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train long, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Welcome to Medi Drive Pharmacy. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to console you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly professional service and the highest quality of medicine and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your healthcare needs.
We are at the half with West Texas A&M holding a 35-28 lead over Southwestern Oklahoma State. Here's a quick look at the first half statistics. The Bulldogs, 6 of 16 from the floor for 37%. Lady Buffs, 8 of 21 for 38%. Neither team very efficient from outside. The Bulldogs, 1 of 6 in the first quarter, actually 1 of 14 for the half. The Lady Buffs 1 of 13 for the half. Free throw percentage 75% for the Bulldogs, 3 of 4. The Lady Buffs also 75% at 6 of 8. Lady Buffs though really making hay on the rebounds, out rebounding the Bulldogs 33-17. Neither team with many assists, 1 for the Bulldogs, 2 for the Lady Buffs. Turnovers really tells a little bit of the story, keeping the Bulldogs in the game. The Lady Buffs with 11 turnovers. That amounted to 12 Southwest Oklahoma State points off turnovers. Bulldogs committing 6 turnovers, Lady Buffs scoring 8 points. Shamika Smith had 4 points, 5 rebounds for the Bulldogs. Morgan Smith, 4 points, 2 rebounds. Avery Zinn, the game's leading scorer, with 10 points. Laney Zinn had 4 points and 1 board. Macy Gore with 2 points. Faith Laughlin, 1 rebound. Carson Dillon, 1 rebound. Jemiah Johnson, 4 points, 4 rebounds. Charlie Adler with 1 rebound. For the Lady Buffs, Jayla Burgess, 2 points, 2 boards. Kamira Decker, 4 points, 3 rebounds. Zamri Roberts with 3 rebounds. Carly Motzenbacher with 5 points, 4 rebounds. Lauren Taylor, 4 points, 5 boards. Braylon Dollar, 4 points, 2 rebounds. Holly Stadler tied for team high in scoring with 6 points, 3 rebounds. Kyla Kane, 2 points, 1 rebound. Asia Hamir, 2 points, 1 rebound. And Sienna Lentz also with 6 points, 1 rebound. Lentz coming off the bench in the final 3.5 minutes of the half, logged 6 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal. As a team, Lady Buffs 24 points in the paint, 20 for Southwest Oklahoma State. Lady Buffs with 17 second chance points, courtesy of 15 offensive rebounds. Southwest Oklahoma State with 6 second chance points. WT with 3 fast break points, 4 for SWOSU. The West Texas A&M bench, we talked about depth in the pregame. 20 points out of the 35 by the Lady Buffs came from the bench. Just 4 of SWOSU's 28 were courtesy of the bench. Lady Buffs have led throughout. Largest lead was 9. It got whittled down to 1 at one point. Lady Buffs had a 7-point scoring run at the 5:37 mark of the first quarter. Southwest Oklahoma State had a 6-point run at the 7-minute mark of the second quarter. Let's take another timeout. When we come back, we'll have the second half of play. You're watching Lady Buff basketball on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
West is the comprehensive fundraising campaign designed to fuel WT 125 from the Panhandle to the world. We will strengthen WT's impact for the Panhandle region and beyond through a historic, comprehensive campaign raising $125 million by 2025. The campaign's 3 priorities: people, programs, and places. Now is the time to make a difference for current and future generations. One West.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
Ready to start the second half of play. Southwest Oklahoma State with their original starting five of Smith, Zinn, Shamika Smith, Lainey Zinn, and Macy Gore. Lady Buffs with Motzenbacher on the back door as she's fouled. Foul's going to go against Shamika Smith. Her second foul, team's first of the period. Goes with four of their starting five: Motzenbacher, Lauren Taylor, Jayla Burgess, and Kamira Decker. Zam Roberts not on the floor to start the half. We notice she's got a wrap on her left knee now, and in her place is Asia Hamir to start the second half of play. I mentioned when Roberts left the floor late in the second quarter, she was walking gingerly on her left leg. I speculated ankle, but it appears to be a knee. Here's Mockenbacher with a spin and a score. Send her to the line. And her free throw's no good, but the rebound controlled by the Lady Buffs, Jayla Burgess. Motzenbacher drives baseline, near corner, Hamir, three, knock it down! Asia Hamir with her second field goal. She has 5 points. Quickly down at the other end. Southwest Oklahoma State with a quick bucket. 41-30. As that was Shamika Smith with the Bulldog bucket, and there's a turnover. Stepping in the passing lane, Morgan Smith ahead to Shamika Smith, misses the bunny. Lady Buffs with the rebound. Motzenbacher on the wing, three, got it! 5 points in the half for Motzenbacher. Lady Buffs lead quickly up to 14 at 44-30. There's a three, bounces off the rim every way you can think, but it won't go down. Motzenbacher quickly up court. She says no one's going to stop me. She was looking for a foul, didn't get a call. Avery Zinn ahead to Smith. No, Motzenbacher with the board. And a turnover. 8:09 to play, third quarter. Lady Buffs lead 44-30. Lainey Zinn to the bench for the Bulldogs. Faith Laughlin returns to the floor. Here's a long three, missed outside by Avery Zinn. That was Braylon Dollar with the rebound. The outlet to Taylor. Taylor takes it down the lane, off the glass, it won't go. Jemiah Johnson with the board. Outlet to Gore. Outside. Three, up and no good by Zinn. Rebound off the glass, missed. That was Johnson with the putback. It wouldn't go. Zam Roberts back on the floor for the Lady Buffs. Inside to Dollar. Coming over the back is Johnson. That'll be her first personal. Second team. Make that Johnson's second personal. Third team foul of the half against the Bulldogs. Missed shot off the inbounds. Avery's in at the other end. Kicks it outside to Smith. She turns it over. Tried to pass under the board to Johnson, but Motzenbacher was there for the steal. Ball knocked out of bounds on the far side. Lady Buffs basketball. Motzenbacher to inbound, directly in front of the Lady Buff team bench. Carly gets it into Roberts. Zam at the line. Blind pass to Stadler in the paint. Goes up and gets the roll. Nice entry from Zam Roberts. Set up Stadler with the layup. 16-point Lady Buff lead. They led by 7 at the half. Bulldogs 0 for their last 6, and they're in the paint. Stadler gets tied up by Morgan Smith, and it'll be the Bulldogs basketball on alternating possessions. (46-30) West Texas A&M, 6:10 to play here in the third quarter. No one stepped in to stop Faith Laughlin, and she gets the layup. Got to stop the lane. That'll be something Josh Brock's going to talk about at the next time out. Roberts picks up the ball out near midcourt, finally gets it to Motzenbacher. Carly backs in, kicks it back outside. Dollar, 3, too strong. Motzenbacher with the rebound. That's her 7th. And then he has her pocket picked. Macy Gore takes it in and gets it.
Macy Gore.
(46-34), Lady Buffs by 12. Carly again backs in, and when she spins, Gore is reaching in and stripping the basketball. This time we've got a foul called on the play. They just haven't announced it to us yet. It's going to be an offensive foul. And that's what Josh Prock's wondering about right now. As Chet Martin goes over to the scorer's table to explain, but it looks like we're going to have a review. Chet's got to get a compadre over there with him. And we're going to have a brief stoppage here while they take a review on whether it was a jump ball situation or whether there was a foul called. We've got a 30-second timeout for the teams. And I saw Martin just signal number 23 to the scorer's table. So is that a foul on Motzenbacher or is that a foul on Macy Gore? It looks like it's going to be on Motzenbacher as it's going to be Southwest Oklahoma State to inbound. For Carly, that will be her first personal and the first team foul against West Texas. 46-34, approaching the halfway mark of the third quarter. Laughlin for 3, air ball. Southwest Oklahoma State now 1 of 19 beyond the arc. Here's Stadler to Roberts. Left wing for 3, it won't go. Gore with the rebound. Brings it up the far side. Looks inside. Nice entry pass, but a miss by Jemiah Johnson. Gore fed her beautifully, but Johnson couldn't convert. At the other end, Stadler double teamed. Outside to Dollar. Her 3's too strong. Morgan Smith tries to get the rebound. We've got a collision. Foul goes against Holly Stadler. That will be her second. Lady Buff's second of the period. And we've got a full timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 4:27 to play in the third. Lady Buffs lead it 46-34. You're watching West Texas A&M basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Welcome to MediDrive Pharmacy. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to console you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly professional service and the highest quality of medicine and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your health care needs.
Lady Buffs lead it by 12, 4:25 to play in the third. Southwestern Oklahoma State basketball. Lady Buffs out-rebounding the Bulldogs 46-22, but there's no rebound on that play as Avery Zinn goes strong to the rack for the layup. 10-point West Texas lead, 46-36. Motzenbacher to Stadler from 15, got it. Stalder didn't think about anything but shooting on that one, and she knocked it down. She has 10. It's her second double-figure game of the season. There's a running layup missed by Smith. Rebound to Stalder. Good hustle, but we got a foul by Morgan Smith. It's going to be Smith's third, the team's fourth of the quarter. Don't know what the delay is here. Going to the review monitor. Holly Stalder, freshman from Hooker, with 10 points. Carly Motzenbacher has 10 points. They lead the Lady Buff attack. Lady Buffs have led by as many as 16. It's down to 12 right now. And again, we're still a little bit up in the air on what the review situation is. But we'll remind you the Lady Buffs will be back in action a week from Saturday as they take on Oklahoma Panhandle State. That'll be a 12 p.m. tip. This coming Monday, the Buffaloes, in a 5:30 start, will take on Oklahoma Panhandle State here at the First United Bank Center. Lucas Kinsey and I will be on hand to bring you the Buffs and the Aggies. Then next Saturday, as mentioned, the Lady Buffs and OPSU at noon, followed by the Buffaloes and Oklahoma Baptist. So our first doubleheader of the season to take place a week from Saturday, November 26th. The Buffs and Lady Buffs not hosting the Thanksgiving tournament this year for the first time in at least 15 years, but they will be in action in a doubleheader on Saturday, November 26th. 48-36 our score, 3:27 to play in the third period. The officials are still over there looking at the monitor. Johnny Atwood explaining to Josh Prock what the situation is. Now I think we have a verdict. Chet Martin will explain to Jeff Zinn. Randall Arbuckle will speak with Josh Prock. Prock's laughing at the situation. Zinn looks resigned with the outcome. A quick explanation to the official score. And it's going to be the Lady Buffs basketball in front of their bench to inbound. 21 on the shot clock, 3:27 on the game clock. Here's Taylor with 10. Pull up, won't go. Rebound controlled by the Bulldogs. Johnson with the board. Underneath, reverse layup won't go by Avery Zinn. Braylon Dollar went for the rebound. Got knocked down fairly hard. She's slow to get up, but she comes up. Foul's going to be charged against Jemiah Johnson, her third. The Bulldogs' fifth. And we'll go the other way where a dazed Braylon Dollar will go to the line, shooting 2 shots.
Braylon Dollar shooting 2.
Well, she made 1 of 2. 13-point lead for the Lady Buffs at 49-36. There's a Bulldog miss. Stalder, pull up, baseline won't go. Dollar with the rebound, her follow won't go. Bulldogs dodged 2 bullets there. Trailing by 13. In the paint. Short miss by Johnson. Dollar with the rebound. Head to Taylor. In the paint, off the glass, and in the bucket, and 1. Lauren Taylor with the strong move. She'll go to the line for the bonus. She is 3 of 4 this season from the line. 6 points thus far for Taylor, senior from Colliersville, Tennessee. Lady Buffs, as we mentioned last year, advanced to the quarterfinals of the Elite Eight. We're the Lone Star Conference preseason picks to finish atop the standings this year. Of course, we've got a lot of basketball to be played between now and that first weekend of March when we ascend on Frisco, Texas for the conference tournament. Here's a 3 in the corner, knocked down. Lady Zinn. She has 7. Cuts the Lady Buff lead back to 13. Hamir to Decker. Baseline, back outside to Asia. For 3, in and out, no. Decker with the follow. 6 points for Decker. 15-point WT lead. Avery Zinn wide open outside, and she takes advantage. 15 points for Avery Zinn. Cuts the WT lead to 12. Here's Kane to Stalder. In the corner to Taylor. Taylor Backing in the paint, spin, no good. Laney's in with the rebound. She'll bring it up court herself. In the paint, turns around, short. Taylor with the rebound and the outlet to Kane. At the other end, it won't go. The putback by Stalder. 12 points for Stalder to lead the Lady Buffs, and we're inside of a minute to play in the third. 56-42 our score. Nine on the shot clock, 3-second differential between the shot and game clock. Bulldogs appear content to play for one, but they're not going to get that off as the Lady Buffs force a shot clock violation. They'll inbound the ball with 2.4 to play in the third quarter. Inbound to Stalder. In the corner to Taylor. No good, and that will be the end of the third quarter of play with West Texas A&M 56, Southwestern Oklahoma State 42. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the final quarter of action. You're watching Lady Buff basketball on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
In the heart of Texas, the prairie
Bud Light, proudly brewed
in the heart of Texas.
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are one part passion, one part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center on the campus of West Texas A&M University in Canyon, Texas. We're heading to the fourth and final period of basketball with West Texas A&M's Lady Buffs leading Southwest Oklahoma State 56-42. Kyla Kane inbounds to Stalder. Reaching in, knocking the ball away was Laughlin, but Stalder regains possession. Kicks it back to Decker. Decker spins in the paint and is called for the charge. When you start that spin move and you're stepping towards the basket, that defender's going to lock up underneath you, and you got to be careful that you don't step in, and that's what Kamira Decker did there as she was called for her second personal, the first team foul of the fourth quarter. Lady Buffs leading by 14 at 56-42. Dillard and Gore playing toss up top. Gore drives the paint, loses her footing, goes down and loses the basketball. Kane in the corner, pump fake, pulls up from the mid-range. It won't go. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulldogs. West Texas looking to keep their season record unblemished over the first 3 weeks of the season. Standing currently at 4-0. Southwestern Oklahoma State looking for their first win of the season against 2 defeats. But the Lady Buffs have a 14-point lead with 9 minutes to play in their home opener. Oh, nice entry pass to Decker, who walks. Hamir threaded the needle, putting the ball between Smith and Laughlin right in Decker's hands, but when Decker spun, she shuffled her feet. Bulldogs really have not had much of an offensive run this game, looking to get something started. Won't happen here as Smith misses a three-pointer. Dollar brings it down, heads to the corner, back to Hamir. Long three, got it! Hamir with her second three. She's got 8. The Lady Buffs lead 59-42, and they're going to call a foul. They're going to call a hold underneath on Hamir. Lady Buff faithful on hand here today. We're hoping for a travel call, but it's not to be. First personal against Hamir, second team foul against the Lady Buffs. Avery Zinn gets the ball inbounds. Smith outside to Gore, who drives in. She's bumped from behind.
Number 15, Kyla Kane, her first team.
Kyla Kane picks up her first personal. Team foul number 3. Gore will go to the line, where she's 2 of 2 tonight and a perfect 6 of 6 on the season. Now make it 7 of 7. Stalder, 3, got it! That one brought rain and hit nothing but net on the way down. What a performance by the freshman. 15 points. She had 17, Stalder did, against Mesa last weekend. 15 tonight. Here's Lentz, almost gets tied up, puts it up, and draws the foul.
Number 21, Laney Zinn for third, team first.
Laney Zinn picks up her third. Bulldogs first of the fourth quarter. Lentz at the line, shooting twice. She is 5 of 5 thus far on the year. Hits the first. She has 7 on the night. And gets them both. (64-44). Lady Buffs by 20. An air ball miss from three-point range by the Bulldogs gives the Lady Buffs another possession. 7:39 to play. Lady Buffs shooting just 39% from the floor, but they have forced 10 turnovers, and more importantly, they have 57 rebounds tonight. Of those 57, 22 have been offensive. There's Morgan Smith, gets behind the Lady Buffs defense for the lay-in. 64-46 our score. Hamir in the corner to Kane. Her 3 misses everything, a little too strong. Zinn, shot blocked by Kane. Retains possession, here she comes. Waits for her teammates to come down court. Hamir, right wing for 3, no good. Coach Prock doesn't mind misses from outside, but he doesn't like it when their initial shots and the shot clock hasn't had too many ticks. Here's Lentz, 1-on-2. She's going to take it in anyway and draws the block. This is going to go against Avery Zinn. For Zinn, this will be her second. Team foul number 2. Should be a shooting foul, but we're going to have a review here, and this is going to be, I believe, to see whether Sienna Lynn's got her elbow up in the face of Zinn. If so, that would turn it around to be an offensive foul. Lady Buffs 24 of 64 from the field. Southwest Oklahoma State 19 of 60. Bulldogs 3 of 24 from three-point range. The Lady Buffs 5 of 23. Southwest Oklahoma State's gone to the line 6 times. They've made 5. Lady Buffs have knocked down 11 of 16 from the line. And again, despite turning the ball over 18 times, the Lady Buffs have an 18-point lead as they have out-rebounded the Bulldogs 59-28, with 22 of those 59 being offensive, leading to 26 second-chance points. We'll be back here Monday evening at 5:30 as the Buffaloes take on Oklahoma Panhandle State. That'll be the Buffs' season opener here at First United Bank Center. They hosted an exhibition game this past Monday against Wayland Baptist, winning going away in that one. Well, it's going to be the Lady Buffs ball to inbound underneath the bucket. And we'll leave it with a foul on Avery Zinn. Off the inbound, Lentz misses the 3. Ball goes out of bounds. Zinn up top, gets Kane going one direction, takes off the other. Kick back out to Dillard. Zinn, long 3, too strong. Lentz with the rebound. Lady Buffs have numbers. Underneath, Taylor off the glass. Lentz looked to her right, dish to her left. Lauren Taylor was there for the easy lay-in. Lady Buff lead back at 20. And there's a steal. Braylon Dollar, she'll take it in and comes up short. Good effort, just missed on the execution. 3 outside, in and out. That was Carson Dillard. Taylor wide open for 3. It's no good. Dillard with the rebound. This is a Southwestern Oklahoma State program that is just 3 years removed from winning the Women's Division II National Championship. Back in 2019, they defeated Lubbock Christian in 2 overtimes to claim national honors. Last year, they advanced to the South Central region. And Josh Prock calls a 30-second timeout. And it's going to stay a 30 with the Lady Buffs leading 68-46. Southwest Oklahoma State, 0 of their last 4 from the field, a 2-minute 51-second drought. As the Lady Buffs have bumped their lead to 22, their largest of the game, on that last layup by Kyla Kane. her 4th point of the game. .435 to play. Lady Buffs up by 22. Here's Laughlin. Cross court to Dillard. Skylie James, number 20. 5'11 freshman from Lyndon, Washington, seeing her first action of the day for the Lady Buffs. There's a block. Decker blocked Shamika Smith's layup attempt. At the other end, Stalder drives baseline. Here's Laughlin. Steele, Lentz, all the way, yes! 72-46 as the Lady Buffs are racking together some beauty points here. We've got a timeout called by Southwest Oklahoma State. We'll take it with them, a 30-second timeout. You're watching Lady Buff basketball on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. 3:27 left to play. Lady Buffs up 72-46. Zinn tries to drive baseline. That's Laney Zinn. Ball knocked away. It'll be Southwestern Oklahoma State's basketball. Inbound to the right of their bucket. Avery's inbounds to Dillard. Loses it out of bounds. They say Sienna Lenz knocked it out of bounds. Dillard to inbound. Gets it into Avery's with 9 on the shot clock. Her short pull-up bounces all around the rim and falls out. Kane with the rebound. Freshman from Wellington brings it up court, gives it to Lentz on the wing. Her pull-up won't go. Bulldogs rebound by Dillard. She'll bring it up court herself. Here's a three, knocked down by Laughlin. She's got 5 on the game. Lady Buffs left her open, and she took advantage. Kane feeds Burgess inside to Skylie James. Yes, and one! The freshman goes strong to the rack and gets the bonus.
Foul number 21, Laney Zinn, her 4th. Team 3rd.
Laney Zinn draws her 4th personal. Bulldogs 3rd of the quarter. We have seen 3 strong freshmen today in Holly Stalder, Skylie James, and Kyla Kane. As James knocks down the bonus, she has 3, matching the 3 points she had against South Dakota Mines. Here's a long 3 missed outside by Laughlin. Lentz decides to do it herself. Too strong. Stalder there with the one touch. 13 second-half points and a game-high 19 for the freshman from Hooker, Oklahoma. Smith, air ball from 3. Kane with the rebound. Kane pulls up from outside to James. Right wing to Lance, drives baseline, ball knocked out of bounds, 1:29 to play. Coming up post-game, we have a special presentation, and then we'll have an interview with Lady Buff head coach Josh Brock. Get his thoughts on what appears to be the 5th victory for his team in this young season. Here's James, takes it in, ball stripped away and stolen away. Macy Gore, with a veteran move inside, comes up with the steal. Dillard up top. Inside to Johnson. Her turnaround, no good. Here comes Lentz. Ahead to James. Left-handed off the glass. Inside of a minute to play. Lady Buffs up by a healthy 30. Strong drive by Zinn, stops and drops. 17 for Avery Zinn. Kane outside, inside of 30 seconds to play in this ball game. Stalder to Kane, drives baseline, pulls up. Oh, it wouldn't go. Nice move. Just wouldn't drop. 14 seconds to go. Lady Buffs 79-51. 28-point lead. Long 3, right wing, no good. And that's going to do it. As the Lady Buffs take a 79-51 victory over Southwest Oklahoma State, run their season record to 5-0. The Bulldogs fall to 0-3, and the Lady Buffs, with 69 rebounds tonight, set a new program record for rebounds in a game, surpassing the 61 hauled against New Mexico Highlands December 16th, 2006. So not only did they set a rebounding record, they kind of kicked it in the teeth by 8. 69 rebounds tonight, setting a new WT rebound record. 79-51 our score. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have our post-game wrap. Again, a special presentation as well as an interview with Lady Buff head coach Josh Brock. That'll be in 2 minutes. You're watching Lady Buff basketball on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
Energy is a glowing sphere of hot gas. It's an ocean of air. And at Excel Energy, we make it safe. It's why we train first responders. Help you identify where utility lines are buried. Sir, do not dig there. And it's why we study the flight paths of majestic golden eagles before we build a wind farm. Safer energy, people. It's all part of a carbon-free 2050. You, us, together.
Went for a onside kick. Landed on my knee pretty hard and ended up fracturing my femur. I ended up having to go back and have surgery. Even the day after I had surgery, I was back in the clinic here. It's nice to have people help me rehab at a caliber of what I'm used to feeling like I can do. One thing that I really liked was having the access to the turf, because that's what I'm used to playing on. Now, I mean, it feels like nothing had ever happened. You have a choice of where you can go. This is one of the best places in Amarillo.
Java Burgess. Number 5, Macaulay Gregory. Number 2, Asia Himor. Number 12, Sienna Lenz. Number 23, Carly Machenbacher. Number 11, Sam Roberts. Number 30, Lauren Taylor. Student Assistant, Katie White. Assistant Coach, Will Sherman. Assistant Coach, McKenna Connor. And your Lady Buff head coach, Josh Brown. How about one more round of applause for your 2021-22 regional champion, Lady Buffs.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train long, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Just ran their season record to 5-0 with a very emphatic 79-51 victory over Southwestern Oklahoma State University. Head coach Josh Prock joins us now. I mean, this is a Bulldog program that's established itself over the past decade, but your girls' experience really paid off.
Yeah, it was a very impressive performance. I thought, especially in that second half, one of the things that really stood out to me is, unfortunately we had, Zam Roberts and Carly Machenbacher got banged up a little bit. So, I mean, look at those freshmen and look what those underclassmen did today. They're the ones that help us separate and get that lead. So, second half, great adjustments. Really proud of the kids.
I mean, you had 3 freshmen tonight really contribute, led by Holly Stodler.
Yeah, Holly was very impressive tonight. Not surprised. I mean, she's a very talented young lady, and her future is extremely bright.
The returnees, you're always going to get hard play from Carly, but Lauren Taylor, Jayla Burgess, Braylon Dollar, just solid play all around.
Yeah, a really solid player. I thought Braylon really rebounded well today. Every time I looked up, she was going to get the rebound, and that's what we need from her. So I thought Jayla was very good defensively. They couldn't score on her. So, and obviously we had Nyland was banged up a little bit tonight too. So we were banged up, and to do that against like you said, a very, strong program, and Southwestern Oklahoma was great for us.
Now you jumped out to a double-digit lead. Southwestern Oklahoma State comes back, cuts it to 1. Then your team kind of regained their focus. Second half, no contest.
Yeah, like I said, I thought the girls listened to it and really adjusted well in the second half, and just very impressed with them.
Now you've played 3 games in the last week. Now you get a little bit of a break, not playing again until November 26th when you host Oklahoma Panhandle State.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, we got a week here. Going to take the weekend off and then obviously celebrate Thanksgiving with their families, and then, like you said, the Saturday after go play, and then we open up conference the next week. So right now, rest, recovery, and just continue to improve on the little things is very important. And
lastly, a school record set tonight, not on the offensive end, but on both the offensive and the defensive. 69 total rebounds, surpasses the record of 61 that was set back in 2006.
Just relentless effort on the rebounds tonight. I thought every single kid that was in there went after it, got it, and I was just very impressed with them.
You had 28 second chance points coming off of 23 offensive boards.
Yeah, that's impressive. I mean, these girls went after it, got after the boards, went up and finished strong. Again, just really impressed with these young ladies.
All right, Coach, we appreciate you joining us. Lady Buffs win it 79-51. That's going to wrap it up tonight from the First United Bank Center. Special thanks to our Thunder Vision crew. Until Monday night, I'm Kent Johnson. We'll see you when the Buffs host Oklahoma Panhandle State, 5:30 tip. Until then, goodbye, everybody. You've been watching West Texas A&M basketball on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.